There we go. All right. It is Team Call Tuesday, and I still can't believe it's June. Not going to lie. And I honestly don't even know the date. Like, when school ends,
the 6th.
It's the 6th. Thank you. The calendar just goes out the wayside. So, first of all, I wanted to just shout out to everybody that's working hard, because this is the time. Like, there's so many active coaches right now on our team that are going for it, and summer just allows more flexibility for a lot of people on our team. So go for that. Use the time that you have. So for me, with my extra time, I'm diving into like page training. I invested in it. I've had it for like a year. Once you invest, you're a lifetime member. And so I'm going through the modules, is what they call them, that actually I've already been through twice, but I want to make sure at start to finish that I'm doing this right. It's vital with this training to go slow and take notes. And so I'm really diving back in to content before I run ads, which is really what the whole basis of it is. But if you don't have the foundation, your ads aren't going to do you any good. So that's where I'm at. So the first thing I'm going to share is the top 5 mistakes that coaches make typically on their pages. So number 1, biggest mistake is making yourself the hero. So as you're posting, is that Bailey? Usually a name pops up. Hey, Bailey.
Yeah, that's her.
Awesome. So when you are posting, and no matter if it's your group, your personal page, wherever it is, you have to think of your feed as a story. Think about a book from start to finish. Think about the hero of the story and how you may connect with that hero, but when you're posting, you want your customers, your clients, your friends to be the hero of the story. Meaning you don't want to be, look at me, look how great everything is all of the time. I'm perfectly made up. You want to be very careful about that. So number 1, and this all goes back to checking your feed. In particular, I think your personal page, if you're a like page person, your like page, but you should be analyzing it on a very regular basis and making sure that your posts represent all of you and completely you. Be you. Not funny, just be you on your pages. So make sure that when you're posting that so your customers feel like the hero. So they're not feeling like, oh, there's Chrissy being perfect again. She's got all of it together. She knows everything. You don't want your customers, your clients, your friends, your potential people to think that. You want them to know you and all of you and you being completely real. Okay, number 2 mistake, clarity. How hard is it to know what you do? So think about when you're posting in your page, because your page is you, your cover photo, your profile picture. Think about clarity. How hard is it for them to know what to do? And I really feel like with this application process that just worked so well for so many people last month, it was because we were extremely clear. Here's the group. Here's what it's about. Hopefully an eye-catching image that stops your scroll. Fill out this application. Simple as that. People are hesitant to private message you. It's just, that's kind of scary. I didn't realize how scary that was until doing this application process. Easy to make. Google Docs. Once you do one, you can whip those babies out in no time, which is amazing. So consider applications. I know Rebecca's calling them surveys instead of application. I thought that was a great way that fits her. So make it fit you, but tell them what to do. Be very clear and specific. Now, going along with that, if you are constantly doing that, it's not going to be effective. Nikki and I chatted today in our call about looking into how often top coaches do the application process. For me, I would never think more than once a day. I would think would be even too much. So I am thinking a couple times a week could be a good process. For me, I plan to have my main focus group for each month opened up for a week for applications. I'm posting about it, not every day, one day on my personal page, one day on my like page, go back to my personal page, different time of day, making sure that it's in between family pictures, my dog, whatever's going on. So be very clear about who you are, what you do. You don't have to say I'm a coach or whatever, but you want to make sure people get that. So you've got to throw that in there. that, hey, this Coach Life has done this for me. Tell your story. Why are you a coach? Take time to write out all the reasons why you are a coach and share one piece of that a couple times a week. Why did you decide to be a Beachbody coach? Why do you want to help other people? What has it done to you? Think about that person you were before you started. What has it done for you? Because you need to connect to people. You need people to connect and see themselves in your story so that they can say, oh, I can do that too. Or, gosh, I would really like to live like that. She's so positive and happy most of the time. I don't feel that way. What is she doing that makes her feel that way? So go off of your story. For me, I've written out who I was before, all of the things I've overcame so that I can share about them fairly often on my personal and my Life page and share about it again in a few weeks. Connect with people. There are other people out there that struggle with anxiety like I have, and depression like I have, and headaches. There are millions of people in this world. So connect with them. Why are you a coach? Who were you before? And be very clear and specific. So, you need to have those 4 or 5 posts about who you are and your why and what you're doing. And then bang, there's your application post. So it's kind of that jab, jab, right hook. So you don't want to application people to death by any means. But let's learn that process because I think it's going to be great for our team. Okay, number 3 mistake, selling to external problems. Okay, so top businesses sell solutions to internal problems, deep-rooted issues, not the external problems. So yes, the application process for me last month, people possibly stopped their scroll from the image, the physical transformation, the external transformation. But then it's my job as a coach to, first of all, make sure they're ready for the internal part. Because if they're just wanting to lose 50 pounds like now, and that's all they care about is how they look, this probably is not going to be for them because it's not going to be that quick fix. So that's why Beachbody is such a huge value in the health and wellness market because no one else does that. Okay, you want to lose 50 pounds? Okay, I'm going to give you this, this, and this. See you later. Buy it from my website. Bye-bye. We focus on the internal part. That's why we have coaches. We're here to support you. We're going to put you in a group that's going to surround you with positivity and motivation and inspiration. We're going to check in on you. We need you to track so we can keep you accountable. So really focus your posts as well on selling to the solutions. Yes, this is a business. Yes, we want to sell things because we want to help people. We are passionate about it for XYZ reason. So we're going to go out there and find other people to connect with because we want to change their life. And if you're leading with that, selling things isn't going to feel icky or weird or anything. Because for me, I want everybody to try what has worked for me. I'm not guaranteeing you anything. I'm not guaranteeing you success as a coach. I'm not guaranteeing you success with this, but I am offering you a solution to an issue that you may or may not have. That's what I'm looking for. So you need to start to focus as well on who are you looking for. I used to post to the masses. I still struggle with that. Yes, you want to help everyone. But who specifically are you looking for? And for most of us, it's going to be the person we were before we started this journey. Those are the people that we're going to want to help. And this group that I'm running right now, it totally makes me realize that I'm looking for those people that don't want to eat perfectly, that are in their mind thinking, I can't do that because I can't eat perfectly, or I can't do what Kim's doing because I can't do P90X. I'm not like, those are the people I'm looking for. The people that are thinking, well, maybe I could do this, but I'm going to take it slow. Otherwise I'm going to fall off the wagon. That's what's happened in the past. So really start thinking about who you are looking for and design a monthly group around that. Design posts around that. That's what this application process has done for us last month is first, we had to focus on what the group was going to look like, was going to be about, the focus. And then we needed to attract those people and connect emotionally with those people that needed those things. The people in Renee and I's group, they need accountability. They need that support and motivation of a small group, of a private group. because they're still trying to figure this all out themselves. There probably a lot of fear going through their heads. I had a lot of that too. I'm like, Erin told me every day I was wasting our money and it wasn't going to work. So I was surrounded with that. I needed these groups. So Facebook is really near and dear to me. The app is great for tracking, but in my mindset, it was the Shakeology and the group that really affected me. So I'm looking for people that, you know, are willing to hop on Facebook a couple times a day to check in and connect with us. And so far, our group's going amazing. So I'm super impressed with it. And Renee, I don't know if you saw it yet, but I did hop in and see if we can try to do a Zoom call Monday and just ask them what time of day works. Nikki said that with her group, she is doing a weekly Zoom call as well as setting up a weekly call with each of them. And I'm like, whoa, like my thought process is 2 Zoom calls or to try 2 Zoom calls. And if we have a big split of time of day, if you could do one and I could do one, maybe we could, you know, we'll see. So far, everybody's saying like this late time, like 8 to 9 o'clock.
Okay, good.
So we'll see what people are saying. Okay, so number 4, top 5 mistakes, basing success on the wrong number of followers. So yes, we want to help in the trend by helping others. And yes, we obviously need to have a lot of people following us for that. But for example, my accountability partner, she had a video ad that worked great. I don't know how many likes she has on her page, but she has a few thousand. She had a video that she ran for a long period of time. The ad was going very well, around 11 cents, 12 cents a like. And she said, it's great. I have tons of likes. But guess what? I'm not connecting with these people. She's like, I don't feel like, even though I found my quote winning audience because my ad went really well, she's like, I'm not really feeling the tribe that I'm following with me. I'm not connecting with them. We don't seem to have a lot in common. So don't base your success on the number of Facebook friends that you have. I will say that I have a huge issue with that. I do believe in power of numbers, and that is to a point important. But I will say in particular, there's a coach that I highly, highly respect. That's a 5-star coach that I've met in person and chatted with. She has like 1,500 friends on her Facebook page. I looked, and I have like 3,000 friends. So obviously she is connected very much with the people that she has on her page, on her personal page. I don't know. I'm assuming she has a like page. So just keep that in mind. You want to find those right people. And here soon, I'll slowly be taking people out of friends because I want to make sure I have room for those people that really connect with me. So keep that in mind. Number 5 is inconsistency, meaning you can't take breaks in this business. You just can't. You have to stick with it and show consistency for trust, for integrity. Yeah, we have a guest dog here. Sorry. So if for some reason you have an injury or you fall off the wagon, it happens, but you have to still be present for your followers. You still have to share that. You know, hey, I'm struggling. It sucks right now. Whatever happened, you have to let them know. So one of the coaches in the like page training talked about how she was out of the country for a week and a half, like out of the country to the point of she had horrible internet. She couldn't be there for her followers. Lainey, can you please? Thank you. Okay. She's trying to get the dog. I don't know why. And she said she came back to a mess. She's like, the inconsistency, even for that week and a half, just threw everything off. I need to be present at least, once or twice a day, preferably 3 times a day on social media. So if that means scheduling those posts out, and I highly encourage you to really think about those posts, because you're just posting to post, it's not going to do any good. Trust me, I've tried. It doesn't do you any good. You have to put some oomph behind a lot of the posts that you put out. And I will say this is why I like having a like page. Some of the things I put on my like page that I'm raw and vulnerable and it's long and I spend the time to type it out, I don't think I want it on my personal page. They haven't accepted my like page for a reason. I don't really care that they see it, if that makes sense. So the like page is almost like a blog for me. So keep that in mind if you don't have a like page yet. I have kind of done some research. I've talked to a lot of coaches, and when you're getting to that about diamond level, you're building your team and you're expanding your warm market, that's a great time to set up a like page and really start to focus there. Now, if you already have a very strong brand, you know who you are, you know who you're looking for, like page could be perfect for you right at the beginning, and you can use it as a blog, get people over there and sharing and commenting, and you need engagement. So I don't want to tell you have to be diamond or close to diamond. That's just a recommendation I've heard from coaches. Renee, the coach that I mentioned was Crystal, I can't ever say her last name, Stotzenberger, Stott something. But her posts are scroll stopping every single time. She's extremely aware of her brand. When I see an image, it doesn't even have to be of her or her daughter, which it usually is, but I know it's her. So keep that in mind too as you're branding. A lot of this like page training is you want people to know, oh yeah, like that's the text that Kim always uses. So it's a quote on a photo, that I made myself. And people know what it is because I use those colors or I use that font for the most part on my like page. I'm not really there yet, but that is a big part of it is putting your face out there. You cannot be scared to take pictures of yourself funny. Don't be perfect all the time, but put yourself out there, put an image on or a quote on it. Don't be afraid to go live. And if you are afraid to go live, talk about being afraid to go live because you'll connect with other people. So anytime you're afraid, share that. Okay, so those are the top 5. Let me look through the rest of my notes. I have so many. It's such great content as we get to that point of learning how to advertise and look for a cold market. Pretty much this whole module has been talking about the giving mindset, give, value, value, value. So if I would go to your page, your personal page, or wherever you're focusing right now, would I see value? Are you giving value? Not just here I am, this is what I do, here's my shake. Are you giving value to people? So I highly encourage you to look through your feed, even if it's a quick look on a nightly basis. See where you're getting your most likes. See what your followers are wanting. For me, my likes are not great in the morning. I don't know why. I'm trying to post 2-3 max on my personal page a day because I'm trying to move over to my like page more. But it's really interesting to see where the likes are coming from, where the comments are coming from. And just know that if you make some emotional connecting posts on your personal page, you may not get a lot of likes, but I bet you have a lot of people reading it. So keep that in mind. If it's longer, people have to actually click on it and read it, but the ones that need to will do it. And then when you jab, right hook with this application post, you're going to be more likely for them to go, oh yeah, she wrote about being bullied in high school a couple weeks ago. I totally connected with that. I want to see what this is all about. Maybe this is something that could benefit me. So you want them to feel like they know you. On occasion, it seems more often than not lately, I will have people stop me at the store and say, hey, like they know who I am. And I feel like, oh God, like I don't know who they are, but they know who I am. And that's exciting. That means I've been vulnerable and getting out there. It's kind of scary and kind of exciting all at the same time when people do that. Or I'll have people message me. I had someone message me the other day and say, I saw you at Walmart. I was too scared to walk up and say hi. I'm like, I am nobody different than anybody else. Walk up and say hi. That does not scare me. So keep that in mind as you're posting. You are becoming your own brand. You're not Beachbody. You are you, whatever that may be. And if you don't know what that is yet, please know that that's okay because I'm still 3 years in and I'm still not really sure who I am. I'm slowly getting there with who exactly I'm looking to help. I started my first couple years with, I just want to help everybody. And now I've really focused in particular, women, because I really don't care to work with men, in all honesty, unless they're connecting with something. It just feels weird. I have Tom that's a lead from the company, and it's been great. We chat on occasion. But I honestly don't really know how to work with guys. I don't know what motivates them. I don't have a fitness guy in my house. So I would rather they work with someone that they connect with, if that makes sense. So know who you're connecting with. Okay, let me add value, giving mindset. They've said that over and over again. Posting at least 3 times a day, 5 times if you have good value to give, good content, good sharing of you. You know, you've got to share your family, your positivity, maybe what you're reading, your fitness. You've got to make sure you share it all. I can't stress enough your cover photo and your profile picture, because if you send a friend request and someone checks that out first, what are they going to see of who you are? So you really have to decide what that's going to look like as well. You don't want to just be Beachbody all over your cover photo, but you want to represent that too. You know, I think it's important to have coach on there somewhere, not all over it, but somewhere, especially if you don't have a like page. And then your profile picture should be you. And maybe every now and then it's a picture of you and your family because things come up, holidays or, you know, something like that. But people need to see your face. I know Nikki used the same profile picture, oh my goodness, for like a year. Remember the little braids? Everybody remember the braid photo of her with the hat on? Yeah. And she was very specific about she left it that for a long time, because when it comes up and she's commenting on people's stuff, she wants them to know who she is. She wants, they, you know, people are like, oh, that's Nikki. So keep that in mind on your profile picture. This is why I did invest a little bit, and some of you know my issues with that, but I did invest a little bit to get a good profile picture. You don't have to do that. There's perfectly capable people that can do it with their phone, have a background behind you, you know, the whole bit. When you go on a trip, get them taken, but invest in that, or have a friend that has a great eye help you with that as well. Let's see, incorporate your children and dogs. We talked about that. Humor, I'm really not that funny, but if you are funny, great. Totally use your humor. When you're posting for engagement, remember that people are on Facebook to be social. They're looking to be informed, educated, or entertained. A lot of times, entertained if they're on Facebook. So keep that in mind. And what makes you stand out? Why would someone choose you over me? And I've struggled with that. I mean, I hear that in training and I'm like, I don't know. I don't know why people would choose me over someone else. And then you just have to sit and write out like, okay, who am I and who am I trying to attract? And what do I value most? You know, for me, I value most, like I want people to know me as a positive person. I want them to know me as honest, a person that's very consistent and determined. Like I want to, through the screen, let people know that that's who I am. So you need to represent who you are. If it's the athlete, if it's, you know, the mom, the stay-at-home mom, whatever it is, whatever you really represent, think about that. What is it I represent? Who am I? When people come to my page, what do they know me for? You know, this is a horrible way to think of it, but when I die, what will people remember about me? And it's kind of a weird thing to think about, but it's what?
It's not a weird thing to think about at all, because if you really think about it, like, what's your purpose in life?
Yep.
Your entire purpose in life is what you do and how you make other people feel.
Yep.
So yeah, I completely care about what people are going to say at my funeral. 100%. It's not weird at all.
I'm glad you don't think it's weird. It creeped me out the first few trainings, but it's in every training. Like everybody says it. So really, really take a step back and consider that. You know, what are people going to remember me for? What impact have I had on the world? So yeah, that was really powerful too. Okay, so I don't want to run out of time for this drawing. I honestly don't know. The prize will probably just be, here's a screenshot of all the prizes. You pick one is probably what will go. So I'm going to share my screen and okay. So if I can move this screen around, I typed them in to my favorite little random picker here. I honestly, Nikki, when you watch this, I don't know how you do this every week. There's got to be a trick to this, because typing this all out took me forever. And this was nothing compared to what Nikki is typing out every week on the call. So these are all the names that from the apps that have posted them, the calendars. Yeah, took me a little time to type that. I'm sure there's a way to like copy paste. Renee, do you know the trick to like Apple something? I don't know, type it in, because even Nikki sent me an email with the names like this, like all the, I probably could have copy pasted from the email and put in here, but I was afraid that they'd be all wonky. So I just typed them in. So with that, here is our Coach Log Your 5 drawing. And I love this part. I love it's like the Price is Right. And the winner is, and all the names are together, so we know it's going to be Kim Reed. Awesome. Okay, so I will let Kim Reed know, and let me unshare. There we go. Okay, so with that, keep in mind everything going on. Keep in mind that we have ongoing Vibe Tribe. Next week will be another sneak peek to coaching because Nikki just got a little messed up because of the 5 weeks last month. So yes, there's a sneak peek running in Rev Empire this week, but it will run again next week because next week is supposed to be the sneak peek to coaching. So invite to coaching, invite your friends, invite your family, ask them to check out what it is that we do. That will be happening next week. And then the week after that, which Nikki should be posting and Fuel Your Fire about it soon. We chatted a little bit about it. For the sneak peek to Vibe Tribe, we really want to focus in on a Shakeology challenge again. We try to do that every so many months. I know Nikki mentioned calling it something like 7-day kickstart, and they would, commit to $35 for the 7 days, either getting packets from you or ordering the sampler from your website. They would do the on-demand trial. So they could do 21-day fix for a week, or it sounds like the trial is going to be all access now, which is awesome. It's just only 14 days. So they'll get that. And then we're thinking about the no-cook meal plan. It's perfect time to attract no-cook people. I know right now I don't want to cook. So that is the plan. But, gosh, that's going to have to be – I know when I talked to Nikki today, she's like, oh, shoot, yeah, we probably need to get that going, soon. So if that is the 19th, they would have to have orders in really by Monday. So, and even if you're mailing it to them. So I will talk to her. I know she has plans. She plans to set something up, probably an event we can use if we all want to use the same event, and then some help on what to say and what to post to attract. I'm assuming an application for this could be another way to put a swing on that, maybe a survey. I don't know, maybe we call it something else. I need to look up all the synonyms for application, so I'm not always calling it the same thing. So that is the plan. I will be starting the fix on the 19th because there happens to be 21 days until we leave for Summit. So I thought I'm just going to do it. I've got to get back on track. I love Country Heat, but I need to be back on a program. So I'm currently advertising for that, being careful not to do too much advertising. But, Success Club is where it's at for trips and just everything. If I can get people started right, then hopefully they will continue and be on the best track that they can. So I would love to see everyone on our team hit Success Club this month. Remember, at Success Club 10, you get the paid leads. Renee's already taking advantage of that today. She told me she's so excited about that. So getting leads from the company is great, especially if you're going to get a little commission right away from that. That's even better. So be thinking of that. I don't know what the thing is this month. I guess I haven't looked.
I don't know either. I know John Maxwell's last month, but
yeah, I need to.
Have we gotten an email on that yet?
Not that I've seen, and I actually just checked my email today, and that's pretty rare to check it every day. I really should, but I haven't yet.
Hold on, I think I can tell you what it is because I did get the email.
Oh, I haven't gotten anything from anything here. So
I haven't looked because I have no phone.
You've been having phone issues.
If I didn't get so much junk mail, it would be right there. Yeah.
Me too. This is why I set up a new email for I don't give it to anything but coaching related things, but I need to switch it with Beachbody. I haven't done that yet.
I want to switch my email with Beachbody so bad.
Yeah, me too. But I think it might be a lengthy, I'm not sure. I need to figure that out. So, yeah. And let's see, was there anything else? I think that was it. Just keep plugging away, work with your coach on this application process. And hopefully in the next week or so or call, Chrissy will have you talk about your streak and how you have that set up so that everybody can see how that looks, or kind of training a coach in the process of that. and videos are key. I would love to have Chrissy add some videos to that, but we will all want to add our own videos to ours anyway. So
I may need private lessons, Chrissy.
I seriously, like, I started using Streak literally for everything now. Like, it's my tracking sheet now.
That's awesome. So it can be done, Renee, because Chrissy was like, I don't know what to do. It all out.
No, I freaked out about Streak at first. I was like, what the hell is Kim doing to me now? Like, just, no. I couldn't handle it. And then now I'm in love with it.
Love it.
It just takes me a minute to get used to things.
Yeah. And then she figures it out quick. Okay, I'm going to end this. Oh, gosh, not that. I wanted to end recording. How do I end recording?
Well, wait, what month is it? Is it June?
June.
Yeah.
Yes, it is June. I haven't seen, I try to check my.
But did it say John C. Maxwell?
Yes.
For June.
No, that's for May.
No, it's for June.
What? Well, it should be if you earned it in May. June Success Club Reward. Oh. Are they doing another one?
Must be.
They messed this up the last time or something like that too.
Has anybody
It was
else
in April.
not gotten their book bag yet?
I have not gotten my book bag yet.
Freaking Kim in the A's. That's why she got it already.
Well, I'm an A.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, then I don't know why.
I was going to say, I saw a coach that I don't even know post that she got hers and I got mine the same day. And I was like, oh, so they send out a lot of these at one time.
Although I will say that mine, it